Yeah, I feel like right now Oakland needs some stories, some good stories, some stories of hope. You know, in the media and the news, how Oakland's portrayed. That's what I'm trying to get to. Telling more stories of young people are going to win. And I just feel like strong, motivated, smart young people are going to become strong, motivated, smart adults. Oakland loves supporting Oakland. It's a culture here. I wanted to lean into that and change the narrative of what people think Oakland is, whether it's in the news or its negative perceptions. I wanted to show people that there's hidden strength in Oakland through these kids, through these young people and their stories and their families. And so it became important to me to champion the city of Oakland. And when we lift, we champion Oakland. We may have lost all the sports teams, but they can cheer for us. We're a winning championship team. And so we lift up Oakland. We're hoping Oakland lifts us up as well. So 2015, 2016 is when I was kind of driven to do something for the community. And that's something I want to do for the community is health. You know, bring kind of health and strength to where we live in Oakland and make an impact, just not on the young people, but on their lives. All right, welcome to Speed Power Strength in Oakland. I built this gym almost a decade ago. The moment I made the decision that I wanted to open this gym, I immediately went into action, found the right space, and then started envisioning what does a world-class gym look like. It was really important to me that I give kids who have nothing, everything. So I basically built this place from scratch. One of the perks of this is this Olympic weightlifting area, which is very unique. We have 15 platforms, and something very unique is we have a competition platform. As far as I know, we're the only gym with a competition platform. And this was very important to me because I wanted to throw competitions here, specifically for first-timers, to get people into the sport of weightlifting.
There was a special, unique program that was coming up. It's a competition for first-timers, the rite of passage. And I'm telling you, I hadn't been, lifting more than maybe 4 weeks. So I was a real beginner. If my son can do it, hey, it gives me an opportunity to find out what he's learning in his body and to put it on for myself. So that was really a great experience.
Over here is good old squat, bench, and deadlift, powerlifting. 30 yards of turf, open area, plyometrics, CrossFit stuff, what have you, sled pushes. Sled pushes are my favorite. I do sled pushes every single morning. That's like my breakfast. Well, something that makes this unique for us is that every area has its own equipment. In the back, we have a physical therapy office, massage therapy. Here's the office back here. Recovery, massage, all that good stuff. And you walk through our Hall of Champions. So all these kids here, we taught how to lift weights for the first time and they become national champions. This is our flex right here. Every champion we've made, we were the very first one to explain to them what Olympic weightlifting is, to put a barbell in their hand, and then take them on that road to a champion. This wasn't going to be a natural path for them. They weren't going to naturally turn into national champions in Olympic weightlifting. They never heard of the sport, and now they're the best in the country. So something we're doing is right. And it's not just that, the programming, it's able to communicate with them. It's able to earn young people's trust. And so that wall of fame in there, our Hall of Champions, means a lot.
I think if I went back and I told younger me where we'd be, he wouldn't believe me. I wouldn't ever be able to imagine where I am now. And I'm really excited.
I think my oldest son, influenced him because he was about 12 when he started. So he made him 5. And so he's been asking to come here for 3-4 years now. And finally Mike granted us access when he was 8. And he's just been making tremendous strides since he started. So it's been a great experience for him. His focus. In the beginning, he went from maybe 30-minute classes to an hour. Now he's doing an hour and a half within a matter of a year now.
I wanted to start lifting because I seen he was having fun with it. He could lift heavy weights, so I wanted to do it too.
And I think the main thing that I'm most proud of in there is, yes, it's good to create individual national champions, but we came home with the team national championship. Like, that means you got a whole squad facing in the same direction to win a team national championship. And I said early on, I said, man, I love winning individual championships, but I swear I'd have a tear run down my face when we win a team national championship. And that's how good it felt to me. Our first international champion.
This gym has impacted me the most because it gave me an opportunity to see cities and states outside of California, even outside North America.
And the Lift Us Foundation is actually named after my dad, James Jenkins Lift Us Foundation. And this is a reminder of him here. He was always somebody who fought for people who didn't have a voice. So that's a lot of my motivation here. The community work behind this is called the Lift Us Foundation. Lift us, like lift all of us together. Lift us, as a family, as a community, as a city. And it's a way to accelerate success in young people, and it's a way to layer qualities you're going to need for the rest of your life. And it's all layered on this foundation of health. And so I like to say we're creating superheroes. And so their outcome could be anything. Their outcome could be CEOs or college grads or military. The outcomes could be anything. We're preparing them to take on any level of success. We're preparing them with resilience and strength and creativity and confidence. And I think that's the best way to prepare young people for whatever's out there and coming in the world. We can do personal training stuff in a little breakout room. Belt squats. In the back, we have our fridge and freezer. And that's where we keep all the food for kids and families. It became pretty apparent to me right away that nutrition has to be integral to what we're doing. And I'm not talking nutrition where you're breaking down macronutrients and your protein count. I'm talking basically getting families to understand, like, your child needs breakfast before they go to school. They need a lunch because you don't know what the school lunch is. They need dinner. They need a dinner time so they know when they're eating. So it became apparent to me that the education around nutrition and healthy eating just can't come for the kids or the young people. It also has to come for the family. And so once I understood that, okay, I'm going to be times where I'm going to have to be providing a lot of the food. I'm going to have to be providing breakfasts. I'm going to have to go grocery shopping and provide them food so they can make lunches and bring them to school. I'm going to have them have dinners here in our big freezer so they can take home, the family or them can take home and eat. And they're kind of used to not having. And so when I saw that, that's, I've spent a lot of time and a lot of effort, not only just bringing in nutritionists, but bringing in food, basically. Making sure everybody eats is very important to me. It doesn't even matter anymore. If you're not feeding the kids, if you're not taking care of them, the weightlifting doesn't even matter. So yes, I'm gonna get you breakfast, I'm gonna get you lunch, I'm gonna get you a second lunch, and I'm gonna get you dinner. So if nothing else, even if you had a bad day of training, you ate today. Another thing I've learned, I think it's hard for kids to see themselves kind of getting smarter. Am I getting smarter? Am I not? Or see themselves, even if they're getting better at a sport. But strength is, they can see that. It's a good connection between I did this hard work and now I can do this thing I never did before. And for a lot of them, it's the first time they're making that connection in their life.
I really like seeing my progress on how it's really easily trackable, because my weight goes up every time. That's really cool, just to see how much I've grown. And then placing second overall nationals, that was really cool because I remember the year before I didn't really place that well, but then comparing the nationals before to this one, it's so much growth, and being able to see that makes me feel really good.
My passion to give so much back, my passion to invest, all I had to build this is, as strange as it sounds, I just really got to a point where I did a lot of cool stuff in my life. I did a lot of sports, I lifted nationals, won medals and all that stuff, and patting myself on the back felt okay, but I think I'm meant to cheer other people on. That made me much happier. At some point, I just realized that, all right, that's just me. And so investing in this community, sacrificing, struggling, stressing to keep everything open, it's just, sometimes it just feels like that was, as corny as it sounds, that's what I was meant to do.
I think his passion is unmatched, to be honest. I mean, it's his whole life, and that energy that you feel, that mission that really drives him, it infects all of us, and we all can bond over that same mission. And you can feel it even with the members who encourage the kids, who cheer on the kids, who show up at the kids' meets or just events that we have around the community. Honestly, it all starts with him, and he makes sure that down to every single member and every single coach here that we reflect that as well, but it's done organically. So it's something we all develop a passion for and continue to drive through our community and beyond.
His consistency, it doesn't stop. Every day he's always reaching out to our family, he's reaching out to other families, just on repeat, over and over again, consistently supportive.
Yeah, I think Mike's their biggest fan, you know? I think I work in education. We have this term called like warm demander, where you want the adults in kids' lives to hold them to high expectations and have high standards, but at the same time really demonstrate care. And Mike and his team absolutely do that. You know, my son Noah is here 4 times a week, right? He's here outside of home and school. This is where he is most of the time. And to trust that he's gonna be taken care of while still growing in the sport is really awesome as a parent.
Okay, so we're talking about Mike Jenkins. He is one of a kind. His approach to caring for his athletes is very unique. Not only does he put his own time and investment in the gym, in the community that supports the athletes, but he will call parents one-on-one to say, hey, this is something that I noticed your student or your child was struggling with. You know, can we partner on how to help them get over this hump?
Yeah, when I first started here, it was just like 3 or 4 of us, maybe 5 of us at most. And we were each at our own platform. And then as it grew, Mike had a big just vision to see kids on a platform like of all ages. It wasn't just like college students or young athletes or professional athletes. It was your everyday athlete who wanted to come and just lift and just be show that they're a superhero too, kind of. That's kind of what Mike's theme is.
So one of the things I've really noticed about how Mike interacts with the kids is, yes, he's coaching them to, lift heavy weight, and that's really impressive, but it's also really cool to see how he talks them through, difficult days and tough moments, and really sort of impressing on them the mental strength aspect of what we're doing.
I get to get connected with people who can help me. Like if I'm not doing so well in school, I've offered a tutor by somebody who goes to the gym, so big community.
Lifting with Rucker, Robert, for the first couple amount of years really pushed me to be a better lifter and a better person who I am, especially in my leadership. Being a leader, doing the warm-ups for everybody, leading the warm-ups. Not only did I grow in strength, but I grew in leadership in developing the younger youth kids that also lift with us. Coach Mike is a phenomenal coach, but it's also Coach Jay. He's also like a very technical coach. Like even if you feel like you did good on a lift, you'll find something that you can do better on, and that's how good of a coach he is. And also Coach Jelly and Coach Sean, they're also great coaches also here. They teach the youth, so then the youth can get brought up to Coach Mike and then do more harder technical lifts.
And I'll also say that it's really beautiful how he has chosen, like handpicked coaches who really reflect his values and his way of creating a safe space for everyone.
One of the biggest impacts I think this gym has is spreading strength training, especially technique-based strength training, as a health-seeking behavior, and also supporting the use of it in sport, giving it to people who want to use it for just general health and strength and conditioning, and making it available to anybody who just wants to learn.
Just because of what I've seen in the kids in the community, just because of what I've learned from different mentors like Oscar Chaplin, who was here, it became very important to me to make sure I'm making complete human beings. Making a champion or an Olympian who also doesn't know how to function in the world or doesn't know how to speak for themselves or look out for themselves, or not well-rounded and confident, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to produce kind of half human beings or broken human beings in the world. So for me, investing in the kids here, making them well-rounded, giving them the confidence, know how to carry themselves, present themselves, their grades are right, they treat their family with respect, all these things, and they happen to be champions or international champions, or maybe they've gone to be Olympians. But that's the only way I'm gonna do it. That's the only way I see making sense. It's, you know, I don't think I have a deep passion for Olympic weightlifting, but I have a deep passion for it as a tool to create better human beings.